All right, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Appreciate you all for tuning in. In today's video, we're going to be discussing a kick, depending on what platform he has been kicked off of at this point in time. But it's a streamer by the name of Chud the Builder. A lot of you all should have heard about the guy. I mean, he's viral all over the place on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram. He all over the place. All over the place, whether the person that's reacting to his content agrees with them, defends them. Most people don't like him for one reason or another, including other people who are literally racist. They also don't like him either because the things that he's doing is sort of counterintuitive to their movement, right? It works against the very thing that they're fighting for. And this guy, Chud the Builder, essentially has created a brand where he walks around and uses the N-word, right? This is what he looks like if you all are not familiar with him. And yeah, he walks around with the excuse of quote unquote free speech. The reason why I say the excuse is because this is where I stand with the N-word. I did the math earlier this morning. I haven't used the N-word in 10 years, which is crazy. I stopped using it in 2016. And the reason I stopped using it was sort of a funny reason. I used to work at this restaurant. I used to work with this guy that I'm still good friends with to this day whenever I see him. But he used the N-word so much, and it was so awkward because I grew up around mostly so-called black folks. So whenever I would be at school, it would come natural, right? When I would use it, other people would use the word. But then when I moved off to college and it was a lot more quote unquote diverse, and I was around a lot of other people that were not black, it stood out to me how much other people didn't use the word, how much it wasn't a part of their vocabulary. I noticed that type of stuff because I'm a super conscientious person, right? And so this person at my job would always use the word, even when he would love to rap and freestyle. He would be rapping and freestyling, and he just openly used the word, and I would cringe. I'm like, dang, that's kind of odd because of the history of the word. It just made it awkward or whatever. Anyways, and so I just made the decision because I had a conversation with him and another friend one time about the word, and they were saying that essentially, we have the right to say it. Nobody else has the right to say it. And I didn't like that feeling. I'm like, well, how come we get special treatment? I mean, anybody should be able to say whatever words they want, right? There should be consequences depending on the scenarios and if you're threatening people. But as far as just using words, we're all human. That's odd to me. And so I made the decision. I'm like, but you gotta live what you preach, Didi. Stop using the word if you feel awkward or you feel uncomfortable with anybody else using it that don't look like you. And so that's exactly what I did, right? I started living what I'm preaching. I haven't used the word in forever. And so anyways, so this is where I stand with it. The dude walks around, calls people the N-word with the hard R. I think that's extremely disrespectful. I think it's hateful. I think you are showing lack of humanity by trying to invoke anger out of people, which is exactly what he's doing. But furthermore, I don't like that he says the word to invoke hate out of people, but I also what up, everybody? Please hit the like button on your way in. I also don't believe that a person should be harmed simply for using the word, right? We're going to get into the law. We're going to get into all of that here in just a moment. But Chud, in my opinion, is extremely unlikable, right? Because I think what's happened here is Nick Fuentes has emboldened people over the past few years. I think he is was at one point and probably still is a groyper. And I believe he's been watching Nick's content for some time, and he found him a lane that worked for him. He's like, well, nobody has went this far. This guy lives in Nashville, Tennessee. This is where a predominant amount of his content takes place on Broadway. And I'm not a big fan of it. Something else I want to say at the very beginning, one thing that I've been trying not to do, and I think I don't want to say be too late, but I'm trying to work my way out of this hole of the people coming to my channel only for Charlie Kirk, Erika Kirk content. I don't like it. I have my best content was well before September the 10th, and I've dropped more bangers since September the 10th that have nothing to do with Charlie Kirk. And I don't like that people only tune in for that specific reason. They're allowed to watch what they want when they want for whatever reason they want. But I don't want majority of my audience only coming to me and only tuning into my show when I'm talking about that investigation. It annoys me, and I don't feel appreciated as a content creator, right? I feel like it's a grift even from the audience. And I want to talk about a multitude of different things, right? And so this is extremely important because something I've learned, I've talked about this before, and we're going to react to a couple of them later in this live. Something that I've learned is that when I first stepped into politics, I've shared this before, I learned that people who consider themselves followers of Christ and or conservatives who are against racism, they're only against anti-white racism, right? So they're only against, or they're only for going and exposing people who are racist towards white people, because that's not getting enough attention. But whenever actual racists against other groups of people are being exposed, arrested, making a fool of themselves, going viral for all the wrong reasons, they don't cover it. People like Matt Walsh, people like Officer Tatum, people like Myron Gaines, they don't cover those topics because it don't fit the narrative. They are no different from the left. The left never talks about things that black people do wrong, things that quote unquote minorities do wrong. They only talk about things and the hypocrisies from white folks, from conservatives, right? From powerful white men. Don't like it. Don't like it. So with that, if you've never heard of this guy, which I will be shocked if you have not, we're gonna get into the first clip, and this should be a great little introduction. This is gonna be a lengthy clip, but it's gonna be worth it. This is just one of the clips, one of many clips of Chud provoking people and literally going out of his way to try to get a reaction out of people, even though they're not giving him the reaction that he wants. He's trying to force people to, as he says, chimp out. He's trying to force people to chimp out. Before I show you this clip, why it's really important to watch this live all the way through is because Chud actually just got exposed by a transgender. Not only is it a transgender, but this person is someone who is also so-called black, who has a romantic history with none other than Chud the Builder. And he is losing a lot of support since he's been exposed. So without further ado, once again, hit the like button on your way in. Let's get into this first clip.
Out here. Shame. Get a white one.
It's also important to note this guy claims to be a Christian. All right. He claims to be a Christian, follower of Christ. But he's doing things like walking down the street, randomly messing with strangers. That was a so-called black girl and a so-called white guy walking together, holding hands. He looks at them and says, "Get you a white one." Bro, what are you talking about? Because just like I said with Nick Fuentes, these people are not actually Christians. They're actually, I don't like using the word grift because it's used so much. He's literally grifting. That's literally what he's doing. He's grifting, right? He's found a lane that works for him, just like Nick Fuentes has. I believe that Nick Fuentes is a gay man. I do. Not because other people have said it. I'm looking at his mannerisms. I'm looking at his life choices, his rhetoric around women, his rhetoric around family, his disdain for the idea, despite claiming to be Catholic. I think he's a part of that grift, that Catholic grift as well. No offense to the people that are watching that are Catholic, but I believe that's a whole ordeal in itself. He claims to be the same thing. How can you be a follower of Christ, but you don't like an entire group of people based on skin color? Stop it.
Look what we got here. Shame. Get a white one. Ruining his jeans like that, that's insane. She's gonna wake up one day and kill you, bro. Y'all chipping out. How y'all doing?
This that guy.
Yeah. Y'all chipping out. Y'all believe in freedom of speech?
What's going on, man?
Y'all chimping out.
Freedom of speech. Y'all know me. Hell yeah. White people can say right?
Whoa.
Come on. I thought y'all believe in freedom of speech.
Oh, no.
Y'all don't believe in freedom of speech?
This how you go viral. This how you go viral.
I thought y'all was American.
This how you go viral.
Y'all not American?
I'm definitely American.
They're chimping out. I don't drink.
He walk around, he be like, you chimping.
We've been giving out burgers.
He has pepper spray though, so if you run up on him,
we got more than that. We got a little more than that. But
he be harassing, and then he just pepper sprays him. Like,
no, dude start chimping out.
He doesn't fight. He pepper sprays or he gonna shoot. Like, he don't even fight.
Said chimping out. That's crazy.
Cowboy.
You get this shit from
Good
your
job,
mama's
right?
side. That's crazy.
His laugh is so forced. Like, you can tell he's not even naturally laughing.
I seen his videos. I was like, bro, this nigga is crazy.
But freedom of speech. I thought we believe in freedom of speech.
But okay, but you know, freedom of speech, but not freedom of no consequence.
How old your grandmother?
How old?
How old is she?
That's a good question. Like 84?
Y'all gotta talk to this.
75, something like that. I don't know.
What side? Mother's side or father's side?
On my mom's side.
What about your father's side?
Probably similar age.
You finna dick down your granny.
Y'all nasty. Y'all nasty for that. Chimping out. Chimping out. Chimping out. Look at me chimping out.
Hey, what you got? Hey,
y'all are gross. Is that how you feel good about yourself?
I do. I feel great.
Do you look, man? I've never
feel
seen
good
you
about
play.
yourself?
I just think we're all equal. So I should be able to say what I want.
I've never seen him play.
I should be able to say what I
You
want.
usually get people mad.
And I want to be clear about this. I don't think anybody should, like I said, I don't think anybody should be harmed for using the word. Absolutely not. But I also think that these guys shouldn't even entertain him, right? I think they should look at him as a clown. I think they should look at him as entertainment, not simply because he's using the word, but because he's using the word with the camera on, with the sole intent of going viral. He's trying to go viral. This is how he make a living for himself, right? By provoking people, trying to get people riled up, trying to hope that people will attack him so that he can go viral. And he can see we don't have freedom of speech, even though there's no laws in this country that says that white people can't say the N-word. You are free to say the N-word. There's a social pressure that says that you can't say it, but you're free to say what you want legally, right?
Y'all can say what you want. I'm not mad.
So you shouldn't be upset about him using the word. Don't get emotional about it. Just laugh at him, point at him, and keep going on by your day. Don't lose your freedom. Don't lose your mind over some guy who don't, because he can't work anymore. The guy literally lost his job because of a conflict that he was involved in like a couple of years ago, where he called the lady the N-word in traffic. His job fired him, and he got plastered all over Tennessee, and now he can't get a job in construction anymore. So this is what he does full time now. He's embracing it with the sole intent of going viral so that he can get views and make money. That's what he does.
Your
mom. You're saying
bitch. Take your pepper spray and that gun off.
Yeah. How about I don't?
You won't because you a
Right here, fat.
what?
You're a nigger. That's what I thought. Have a good night.
Look at the pepper spray.
Watch this. We got something else.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sick.
Look at these. Look at this chimping out.
Man who's probably gay and needs to get some help.
What's that?
Gay low-key.
Count to three. I'm being nice right now. That's right there, cross.
I just caught what she called him. That's so interesting because she would actually be right about that. Yeah, I think the proper term is called rage baiting. Somebody said it's just a word, Didi. That's my point. That's the point that I'm making. If somebody said this word to me and they were a white person, I would probably feel away. I would be shocked that they said it, but I wouldn't hold that against them in the sense of, oh, I'm going to call the police or I'm going to attack you, or absolutely not. I'm going to walk off. Fine. Say whatever you want, man. You have the freedom of speech to say what you want. I'm going to just not entertain you. I'm going to ignore you. That's it. And go on with my life.
That's free.
You're trying to tell me this isn't a public easement?
All right, stay right here.
Don't tell me what to do.
Okay, well, move there.
Keep yourself. Don't chimp out.
All right.
Look at him chimping out. Be a good boy. You heard me. Dumbass nigger. You heard me.
He walks off first. That's the cowardice of this guy, though. He claims that his idea is freedom of speech, which I support him on that. Absolutely. He claims that if anybody tries him, he's going to do X, Y, and Z. But as you're going to see in this live stream, that's not actually his point. His point is, once again, to get views so that he can make money to take care of himself. His point isn't about, the point of his videos isn't about freedom of speech, right? You're going to see in this video that he is just as afraid, or just as afraid as the people he claim are afraid. He's more afraid than they are, right? In this particular case, he's talking to the bouncers. He waits until he walks off to call the bouncers the N-word. Why? Because the bouncers are much bigger than him. So he's a lot afraid. He's a lot more afraid. And you're about to see a lady here is going to, she just saw what he did. It's a white woman at that. And she's about to get his attention and offer him the opportunity to walk back to say it to the guy's face. He chooses not to, and lies and says that he already said it to his face. He didn't. Something else that he does is he goes to the most poverty-stricken, predominantly black areas in Nashville. So he goes to certain gas stations, certain clubs, certain parties, and he literally goes there to hang out and wait until a group of black people walk by so that he can antagonize them, right? Let people live their life, man. Why are you bothering people? If you just so happen to be involved in a situation, use the N-word, that's different. But if you use the N-word, you go out your way to provoke people who aren't bothering you, right? With mace in your hand, making people feel threatened. We're going to go to the law and see what the law is in Tennessee, and we're going to realize he actually does not have a case here.
No, I'm good. We're live. Don't touch me, lady. I already said it to his face. Dumbass nigger. I mean, you're pandering to the nigs, bro. We already know that's what you're doing. Yeah, you too. Go chimp out.
Nah, you watch what you say.
Or what, nigger? You want to get maced right now or what? Come on. Come chimp out. Come chimp out. Come on, follow us over here away from the kids. Come on. Come chimp out, nigger. That's what I thought. Come chimp out, nigger. Right here, pussy. Look, he wanted to start chimping out. Or what, nigger? That's what I thought. Come on, come do something. Come over here away from the children. Come over here away from the children. We want to get a good clip. Let's get a good clip. Come on. Come on, nigger. Come on. We're going to prove freedom of speech to a couple of nigs. You going to sneak up behind me like y'all like to do? Look at this nigger chimping out. Look at this nigger chimping out. That's the news team. Y'all know his name now. Isaiah Ware. Pussy ass fuck niggers. He talks a lot of shit on the newscast. Come over here, chimp out. Come here and chimp out. Come on over here and chimp out. We tried to have a civil conversation. Y'all saw the whole thing. Y'all saw the whole thing. You following me to my truck now, nigger? We got 18 rounds for you. We ain't got nothing else. Don't follow me in my truck, nigger.
That statement right there alone is where he loses the grounds. You can't approach people. Yes, you can approach people all day long and call them slurs. Sure. But you can't approach people calling them slurs with mace in your hand, telling them what weapons you have in your truck if they follow you back to your truck. Right? You can't do that.
That shit was not funny, gang, says the estrogen. Or what, nigger? Come on over here. You heard me. Or what?
Why the fuck you saying nigga?
Back up.
Shut the fuck up.
Back up.
Stop saying nigga.
Or what?
Why you saying nigga for?
You might want to back up. You're going to get sprayed.
Why the fuck you saying nigga?
Because I can say it's America.
But why?
Because it's America.
But why?
Because I can say what I want, nigger. No. Or what? Back up.
This is why.
Back up.
It's okay.
Nobody's doing shit.
Yeah, back up.
Everybody was chilling. You're just being an asshole.
Yeah, it's all good, bro. Don't worry about it, man.
He heard the word. He's like a Manchurian candidate. He's a Manchurian candidate. He heard his target word. Bro didn't want to get sprayed.
That's why you carry a fucking mace, pussy.
I got something else for you too if you want it. I'm trying to spare your life, nigger. Get the fuck out of here. You want to go viral? You're gonna be millions of views tomorrow morning. You're gonna be millions of views tomorrow morning. Just wait for that. Yeah, you don't give a fuck because you don't look like you care about much. You shouldn't be driving. You look a little drunk. You look drunk, nigger. Do I need to get somebody over here?
Put the mace down, see what happens.
Or what?
Put the mace down, see what happens.
You wanna get blown apart? Come on over here. Come on, nigger. Look at him, he's shimping out. You might wanna get your boy. He's dumbass nigger.
Now, this looks like super young people. Again, I don't recommend to have this reaction. Just ignore the dude. Just go on by your life, man. Like, he's not breaking any laws. He's not committing any crimes. By calling you a slur, he's allowed to say that legally. Who cares if he says it? Move on with your life. But from a legal perspective, if you're Chud, his strategy isn't as airtight as he thinks because he's actually threatening people while he's calling them slurs. You can't do that in Tennessee. And again, we're about to see that in a moment. But first, I want to show you all this incident that took place at a gas station because he actually ran into some people who were with it, if you will, right? They were actually ready to fight him, and a person ended up spitting on him, and the police were called.
What do you want to holler about? Look at him chimping out. Come on, crack me. Do something there. Come on, do something. You gotta perform. Alright. Because of that, this guy was talking to me cordially. I was, but you started calling me the N-word. Don't love like you. Let him have it. What, fool? We got 18 left.
All of this is unnecessary. All they should have did was just ignore the dude. Who cares what word he is using? Fine. So what? Just move on with your life. You're gonna lose your freedom because this guy called you a slur? Nah, man, just go on with it. Who cares? I think this dude is dealing with a lot of things, bro. Because everybody, at the end of the day, people just want to live their life. People want to make enough money to take care of their family. They want a good job. They want to live somewhere safe, right? They want to be happy. They want to have a peace of mind, right? At the end of the day, they want to be able to afford groceries, want to be able to have a vehicle to get to and from work, to and from the doctor, right? To and from school, right? To move around as they please. People don't go out their way to just mess with innocent random people in public unless they're dealing with something. I think the dude Chud is dealing with a whole lot of demons, bro. Whole lot of demons.
It ain't over, bro. Huh?
They just said that dude just spit on you, which again, I don't recommend that. You can actually go to jail for that. People like this, I think I was just talking about how people deal with demons and they're not all the way there in their mind. Comments like this is an example of that. Like, I don't block very many people on my channel. Comments like this are asking to be blocked. They're telling me that they're dealing with a lot in their life and they have nothing else to do but to comment silly things on the channel to get my attention, and it's working, and it's just going to lead to you getting blocked. Of course, Didi covers black people under supposed racist attacks, but won't call out black racists. Literally been doing it on my channel from the jump. What are you talking about? The biggest videos on my channel are covering that very thing. Stop lying. That's your. I'm gonna remember your name, She Wolf. If you do it again, you out of here.
You're gonna go to jail today.
So that then leads to the police getting called.
Preventing is a little different.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Are you gonna argue that in court? Because I walked into the gas station and walked out. And the guy, and as I'm walking to my truck, I turn around. He's got something behind his back that looks like a gun. It's a drill.
Well, they're saying that.
So I turn around. I don't give a what they're saying. It's all recorded. And it's live streamed.
I know. I got you. And I'm just telling you.
And I have every right to say whatever I want on the internet without being chimped out on in public. Okay. All right.
You got your ID on?
Hey, what was your name and badge number?
914001162.
People to break the law. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I've broken no laws. And so I don't appreciate that being an excuse. Well, I'm on you guys' side. I'm on the side of the law and order. I'm trying to restore law and order. These people think there's a secondary law and order amongst themselves. I don't agree with that. And I'm standing by myself on this principle in front of the whole country and world.
So now he's a victim. This is what I'm talking about, bro. If you just minded your own business, you don't go out your way to provoke people, you wouldn't get into conflicts with people, right? Whether they're in the right or the wrong, just mind your own business, going by your life. But again, this is what the internet has created. If you are a content creator and you have established that black people can be racist, at no point in time should you or can you put out any videos talking about how white people that are racist are an actual thing as well. Because what they're going to say is, but what about black people? Aren't they racist too? Yeah. Have you seen the other 37 videos I've made about that? Yeah, but this video is not about that. This video is about other people that also can be racist, like white people, like Chud the Builder, right? That's what we're talking about in today's video. All right? It's called being fair and equal. It's called being nuanced, right? But again, this is what the internet has created. Great example, the conservative twins. We all should know who the conservative twins are. I've had my issues with them. They've leaned heavily into this grift. They've leaned heavily into understanding how the algorithm works, how their audience that they know is majority white conservatives. They know even if you point out a legit racist white person, it won't fly with them. Why? Because you've already spent so much time establishing that black people can be just as racist. So because you've done a great job of pointing that out, don't even try to bring the white racist stuff to white conservatives, because they don't want to hear that. Only expose black people. Only expose liberals. What is this? You're supposed to be for right and wrong, regardless of who it is. Be consistent, but they can't do that. Matt Walsh is going to do an entire documentary series about the true history of slavery. Matt Walsh will never talk about actual racist white people in this country. I didn't say talk about racist white people and how they're holding black people back. You don't have to make that argument. But if somebody is going so viral, that's an opportunity for you to hop on that topic, talk about it. He never covers it. It's as if it never existed. How does that work? Right? All right. The third person to ever get blocked on this channel. You've earned it, buddy. Let me help you out. Let me help you out. There you go. There you go. So now here's Mr. Chud the Builder against a minor. He's about to argue with a minor. I've tried to erase as many curse words as possible, so.
Come here with me, little kid.
Little kid, bro. I'm
Yeah,
17.
little
I'm
bitch.
still your ass, bro.
Come on. What up, guys?
Yeah, bro. Nah, I don't want to dab you up.
You
I don't want to dab you
Yes,
up.
white boy.
All right, bro.
Yeah,
What
go
up?
suck a big black.
You claim to be a
nigger.
Christian, though. You claim to be a Christian, though. But you hate on minorities.
Christ is king.
God was black.
Christ is.
See what I'm saying? This is how you know it's a grift. He says, this minor, by the way, says that, hold up. But you claim to be a Christian, though. But you hate on minorities. He goes, yeah, Christ is king. Nobody in real life actually responds with that. That's only on the internet. Nobody says, yeah, Christ is king as a response to if you're Christian or not. Right? Like, that's only on Twitter. This is how you know this is something that has radicalized him on the internet. In real life, there are other things you're going to say. Yes, Jesus Christ is Lord. He is my Lord and my Savior. Right? He is the way, the truth, and the life. No man gets to the Father but by him. That is typically what people will say, something along those lines. Yeah, I'm Baptist. Yeah, I'm Methodist, or whatever it is, nobody actually says, yeah, Christ is king. That's only on the internet, bro. That's only on the internet. It's a grip for this dude.
Yeah, don't square up with me, little kid.
Little kid, bro. I'm
Yeah,
17.
little
I'm
bitch.
still at your ass, bro.
Come on. What up, guys?
Yeah, bro. Nah, I don't want to dab you up.
You
I don't want to dab you
Yeah,
up.
as white boy.
All right, bro.
Yeah,
What
go
else?
suck a big black.
You claim to be a
nigger.
Christian, though. You claim to be a Christian, though. But you hate on minorities.
Christ is king.
God was black.
Christ is king. Nigger.
God was black.
So what? You think black people are niggers?
No?
I think you are.
What does that even mean? God was black, though.
What are you talking about black people?
No, it
for?
wasn't.
I said
In the Bible, it says
He wasn't black. He was from
African
Let him know. But he's not black.
He's Aryan. Yeah, walk away, fat ass.
That's the one thing
Hey,
I'll
you
agree.
still got hope. He's mogging. This guy's chopped.
So let me make sure I understand this. The guy who's made a living off of strategically going to predominantly black areas, which he has every right to do, calling people who have darker skin or melanin, lots of melanin in their skin, the N-word, as a way to prove the point that free speech doesn't truly exist because other citizens don't like what he's saying. Who cares what other people like what you're saying or not, Chud? What matters is if the law allows you to say it, and the law allows you to say it, dude. This same person is now upset because a white guy is saying, hey, man, what are you doing? You claim to love God. His response is, so what? You're an N-word too. He doesn't even know what he's doing.
Good.
Yeah, okay.
God bless. Physiognomy never lies.
You preach like
Physiognomy never lies.
You preach and hate on people.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I'm walking around showing love.
Showing love to who? The white people, because you're racist.
I just show love to those black dudes. That guy down there knew who I was. He didn't ship out like you did, faggot.
All right, fine. You want to say that shit in the copy, though?
I'm right here.
Do something.
He's instigating. He's trying to get into conflicts with people. That's his content. This is not a follower of Christ. These people are using the internet to just generate followings.
I'm a minor. What's up? I'm a minor. What's up?
You want to get sprayed?
You sprayed me.
Hey.
Oh, I thought,
No.
He about to walk home with his eyes crying.
What?
That shit hurts too. You sure you want it?
That shit does hurt. I ain't gonna lie.
Shut the fuck up,
No, I'm trying to bro. Pepper
Yeah,
spray
don't
hurts.
square up with me, little kid.
Little kid, bro. I'm
Yeah,
17.
little
I'll still
bitch
beat your ass, bro.
Come over here and say
I
that
just got
again.
committed to
Are you
play
threatening
D2.
bodily harm? You might want to watch out, kids.
I've been back.
Threatening bodily harm again, wigger.
Shave that beard. Shave that little ass mustache you got. You like straight pussy. How old are you?
Look at you, faggot.
Grown ass man. What was that that got leaked to you?
Are you not embarrassed?
No, what was that that got leaked to you with you with the filters on
Which
looking like a
AI
little
pick
bitch?
you like? Which
AI pick?
Which one is your
No,
favorite?
not AI.
Which one's your favorite?
That was not AI.
Talk about a no frontal lobe.
All right. Frontal lobe.
Look at the sloped forehead.
Slope forehead? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you funny though. You funny though.
You have no developed brain.
Yeah, you
Keep
funny
touching
though.
your chin because we know you're insecure. It's a sign. It's a body language thing.
Type shit.
You're
You're
like
still
covering
racist,
your
though.
neck because you're,
No,
'cause
you're
you're
racist,
scared. Not racist, nor do I give a fuck if you call me racist.
Then what are you? What are you?
I'm a real nigger. Clearly. You're getting clipped up. You're gonna be all over them.
That's fine. No, that's cool.
They're gonna be talking
Hey,
how you're gay
hey.
ass fit.
Type
What are
shit.
you, Indian, bro? Why are your toes out? You got Jeet sandals on.
Leave me alone. Look at that.
No.
I'm literally you
You came up to me.
Look, I just want to know. You
said
preach.
you.
No, chill.
Everything about his content is rage baiting, finding things to dislike about other people, trying to provoke people. When it doesn't work, he's just as upset. It's not working. Like this situation right here, he has a situation with this guy who at the gas station who actually does not get upset with him. As you can see, Chud doesn't like the fact that his antics aren't working. So he tries a different tactic, but it's not working. It never works.
Yeah, I just got a guy chipping out on me right here at the gas station.
I just want to go behind him because I'm licensed to carry too.
I mean, it's whatever. These guys might shoot me before you get here. That's what I'm saying. You know how these.
I just report him.
Where are you going to be for an officer to come?
Trey Lane. He said I'm chipping out.
I'm right here at the 7-Eleven. I got other people.
The guy says, he says I'm chimping out. I don't get offended by it.
Are you going to be for an officer to come?
Trey Lane. He said I'm chipping out.
I'm right here at the 7-Eleven. I got other people.
I don't get offended by it.
Yeah, because there's a spectacle happening. There's a guy filming, and they know who I am. I'm a famous person. That's why the other guy.
Tell him what you do.
That's why the other guy smacked.
He calls himself a famous person because he has 100 or 200,000 followers. That does not make you a famous person, bro. There's a difference between being famous and being infamous, right? You are infamous for certain things. You are not a famous person.
My phone out of my hand. I would like to file a police report.
Tell them, talk about their name.
There's literally a metro right here. Just a second ago.
Tell them the truth.
All right, what are you tripping out about?
Bro, I don't get offended about being called a chimp, but it's like the stuff you do is kind of like cowardice, bro.
What's cowardice about it? I'm in your face calling you.
That doesn't offend me because you can't treat me like one.
Yeah, well, I just.
You're like Zick Harry and I am, so it can go either way.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you got it's even.
And we're all in America, and we're all even. You can say what you want. I can say what I want. Well, then shake my hand. Then.
I will.
You're a real man. Then. Yeah. That's all we want. We want people to act like.
We want. That's not all you want. I want to shake in his hand. I understand why the guy just decided to shake Judd's hand. I wouldn't have shaken it. The guy's just saying, look, man, I'm not offended by the words you're calling me. You can call me the N-word. You can call me a chimp. Say I'm chimping out. Say whatever you want, man. You're free to say it. But at the end of the day, I'm licensed to carry and you're licensed to carry. And you're free to do whatever you want. Just don't put your hands on me. That's not what Chud wants. That doesn't generate views for him.
I can say what I want. Well, then shake my hand. Then.
I will.
You're a real man. Then. Yeah. That's all we want. We want people to act like real men.
We have to realize how far not to take it because, of course, if this goes down, who do you think is going to win?
What goes down?
If anything was to go down, who do you think will win? Versus you?
Going down, what does that mean?
If anything was to happen, whose side is the word going to take?
Down a little bit.
All right, you're right.
Yeah, I agree. Spitting on someone is assault. I don't agree with that. 100%. I do not agree with that, but I do want to show you all what the law says before we move forward, and I'll show you how the transgender exposed him. First, he ran into the transgender on his stream. But first, let's go to the Tennessee Code. All right? This is what the Tennessee Code says. Says, here, let's make it bigger. The Tennessee Code here, let me read it over here, states that the threat or use of force against another is not justified. This is in the state of Tennessee. The threat or use of force against another is not justified if, number one, the person using force consented to the exact force used or attempted by the other individual. Now, that's not the one we care about. We care about number two. It says if the person using force provoked the other individual's use or attempted use of unlawful force, unless, so let's read that again. The threat or use of force against another person is not justified if Chud the Builder is using force, provoked the other individual's use or attempted use of unlawful force. So therefore, if you are out threatening people, using racial slurs with mace in your hand, telling people how you have weapons in your truck to harm them, and you initiated the conflict, this is the Tennessee law. This is Tennessee law. Then if they were to like swing on you because they felt threatened, feel how you want about it, but the law says because you provoked them, not simply because of the slur he used, but the multitude of other things he was doing along with the slur. If they were to swing on him and he maced them, he cannot use the self-defense claim. It says unless the person using force abandons the encounter or clearly communicates to the other the intent to do so. So in other words, if they swing on Chud, and Chud says, listen, man, I'm just playing, bro. I don't want no smoke. I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. I apologize. Please stop. Then they would have to stop at that point. But if he continues with the racial slurs, the threatening to harm them, they have every right to do what they do. That's according to Tennessee law. It doesn't matter if you agree with it or not. Or unless the other person nevertheless continues or attempts to use unlawful force against the person, or to resist a, or what does it say? Or to resist a halt at a, okay, that's something else. So in layman terms, what this means is if you start or provoke the fight, Tennessee law says self-defense usually does not apply. But if you genuinely back away or clearly say you're done fighting and the other person continues to attack, then you may regain the right to self-defense, right? So the Tennessee self-defense statute specifically says you generally cannot claim self-defense if you provoked or incited the or initiated the conflict unless you clearly withdrew from the encounter and the other person continued to attack you. That's a fact. That's according to the law. You're looking at it. All right. So let's get into a couple of things I wanted to show you all. Another thing is, which is not good for him, he didn't think this through, is Chud the Builder has also set himself up on the internet. As you can see at the very top, it says this post violated the X rules. Why did it violate? Because Chud the Builder here is setting the precedent and showing premeditated assault or murder. He says series finale is dead chimp on the pavement. And you monkeys riding when I walk free. Stay tuned. So he's letting people know that it's eventually going to come here, coming up soon. It's going to come to a point where he's going to have to unalive somebody. And he's going to walk free because he claims that he's going to pull the self-defense card. Stay tuned. Somebody says you should delete this. He responds and says no. That's a very good point. Somebody said Chud the Builder, like Freemason. Exactly. That's actually a very good point. You got ahead of me with this, with the live. But yeah, that's something I noticed as well. What does Chud the Builder mean? It reminds me of Bob the Builder. All of this stuff is Freemasonic in nature. And he is a what? He is a provocateur. He's an agent of chaos. I'll bet everything I own this dude is a Freemason. I guarantee you he's an agent of chaos. By design, rather. But when I say like he's making even actual races look bad, this is a guy by the name of Zerka. And Zerka is known for saying the N-word as well. He's a white guy. This is what he posted on Twitter about what he tweeted to Chud. What he DM'd to Chud. He said, "You sound like an absolute inappropriate word, saying you are fearing for your life, calling the cops. Stand your ground, coward." Chud responds and says, "Laugh my A off. Are you an N-word? You want me to go to prison because my videos are making your girlfriend's black boyfriend upset? I could have shot that dig, but I have a duty not to as a law-abiding citizen." What does that mean? Something you immigrants wouldn't know about. So even people who he claims to be a part of are not liking his antics. He's saying he's not actually standing on what they stand for. He's making them look even worse. Before I show you all the transgender that exposed the dude, let's react to what Myron Gaines had to say and what Charleston White had to say. I thought this was pretty interesting.
Bro, all you niggas in chat, if any of you guys were like offended by by this, like, I'm sorry to tell you, you mad at some white guy with a mustache saying nigger on a stream? Bro, I don't know what to tell you, nigga. You're gonna have a tough life, my friend. You should be able to look at shit like this and just laugh because of like the amount of rage that it causes is hilarious. Because it goes to show you how so many people don't have self-control. That's why I find this shit funny. I find this shit funny because it's amazing how people don't have self-control and lose their minds. For you monkeys watching the stream, I'm telling you guys this real talk. Like,
for you monkeys watching the stream, Myron Gaines is such. I also believe that Myron Gaines is a Freemason. Actually, I'll bet everything I own that Myron Gaines is a Freemason. And I hope he sees this live stream. I bet you I can prove that he's a Freemason too. The reason why I believe he's a Freemason is because I saw a recent debate that he gave, and one of his bodyguards or his right-hand man literally had a Freemason symbol on his shirt, which I'm not shocked about because Once again, Myron Gaines is an agent of chaos. How come all these people tend to be, who got clout and motion, tend to be agents of chaos and tend to be affiliated with Freemasons, right? And if you don't believe me here, I'll prove that. One sec. Let me see if I can prove it. Can I prove that this guy is a Freemason? I'm going to try to prove that in this very moment. Hold on one sec. Let me go to my phone. Let's see if we can prove that Myron Gaines is a Freemason. Or let's see if we can prove as to why I believe most likely that he's a Freemason. That's the responsible way to put it. All right, let's see here. Bingo. Okay. I'm about to show you all the image. Bingo. This is Myron with his right hand, with somebody that's with him. I don't know if it's his bodyguard or who. But this is Myron debating some female. And by the way, he completely owned her. He did his thing in the debate, but that doesn't change that I believe that this guy's a Freemason. And for those of you that follow my channel enough, you know that none of this stuff is harmless. You say, oh, well, what's the big deal? A lot of, nah, stop it. Stop it. We keep finding that these people who got motion and cloud and get all these views and they're featured on the biggest platforms in the world and they get access to all these different people. We keep being able to prove that these people are affiliated with Freemasons. So let me show you all why I believe that Myron Gaines is a Freemason and why this matters. This is a stream that he just did. Do y'all see that emblem right there in the middle? That's the dude that's with Myron Gaines. That is clearly the compass, the Freemason compass. This is the guy that's with Myron Gaines. Right there in the middle on his shirt, that is a Freemasonic symbol. Y'all think that's a coincidence? Of course it's not a coincidence because he's a provocateur. What he does is he sprinkles in the truth with some falsities, but he also uses provocative language. What is it? What's the word I'm looking for? He uses inflammatory language to upset people, to get people riled up. Y'all think that's a coincidence that he's with a Freemason? Of course not, because all these people are agents of chaos. Their job, Nick Fuentes, Myron Gaines, all of these folks. I've even had the debate on if Charlie Kirk was a Freemason or not. I'm not sure, but I know he claimed any person that claims that Charlie Kirk wouldn't, it makes sense why he wouldn't know what Freemasonry is lying, bro. When I saw that interview with Charlie pretending to not know what Freemasonry was, I was like, all right, bro. All right, bro. So anyways, there's my proof as to, or my early proof, why I believe that a lot of these folks are industry plants. They're plants. I think they're placed into position. We think that they're organic, and no, this dude worked for the freaking FBI. Self-admittedly, he's worked for the FBI. Right? So when you look at these people and they're using terms like, hey, when you monkeys watch, why are you using that term, bro? If you really cared about humanity, just talk regular to people. Just talk regular to folks. Give them the hard, honest truth. Don't matter if it hurt their feelings, which you do that at times. You do that at times, but then you try to top it with provocative language, with inflammatory name calling. Why do you got to do all that? Because you're about division. You're about stoking anger in people. It's your job. Whoever placed you in position, it's your job. And I'll debate him on that any day.
Out of love. Like I'm telling y'all, if you guys watch Chud the Builder and you start to get mad when he calls people niggers, you really need to reevaluate your life. You really need to reevaluate your life, your priorities, controlling your anger, controlling your emotions, because that's something that can really bite you in the ass later.
I totally agree with that. I totally agree that you shouldn't be upset about somebody using the word. But this is my problem once again with people like Mind Games, Matt Walsh, Officer Tatum, all these people that I believe are Freemasons placed into position. These people will only talk about one side. Totally agree. If you upset because dude using the N-word, bro, get a life. You ain't got enough right stuff going on in your life. If you upset about somebody using the word, you willing to lose your freedom, your livelihood, or even your life because somebody called you the N-word. So what? Move on with your life. Let those people be, you know, whatever they want to be. They dealing with a lot. If they want to go out and just make other humans upset by using terms, who cares? Why is Mind Games not talking about how Chud the Builder is going out of his way? It's not just about using the word. Going out of your way, trying to upset people. You call them the N-word 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. You see that it's not doing anything. So you go from saying the N-word to calling them the N-word with the hard R to threatening to mace them, threatening to stop chimping out. And if you try something, I'm going to do this to you. Walking down the street with people, why are you doing that? Regular, everyday people that are just trying to live their life. Why are you going out your way to mess with people? I agree that it's entertainment, but when you're going this far, you got to call out both sides. Fam, use the N-word if you want to use the N-word. But why are you going to the blackest part of the city, going to a gas station, waiting till you see a group of black people to go over there and try to antagonize them in the state of Tennessee, where they have the right to defend themselves if you give them reason to believe that you're a threat? You're not going to call out that as well? Hypocrisy.
You get that offended over words? That's very bad, bro. Very bad. And I'm telling you guys, this is life advice. If you get offended like that over words, that could put you in jail. That could get you hit with an assault and battery charge, a deadly weapons charge, whatever it may be. God forbid a manslaughter or murder charge because you can't control yourself. 5 seconds. You couldn't control yourself. Now you spend 50 years. So you guys need to really reevaluate your perspective and your priorities in life. If you're watching Chud the Builder and getting mad, if you're watching this nigga losing your mind, bro, I am sorry to say, it's going to be tough for you, my friend. You're going to have a very difficult time making it through life. He's insulting someone on the internet and you're getting mad about that. Instead of taking it for what it is, which is entertainment.
It is. I totally agree that it's entertainment. But again, there are also laws in place, right? It's one thing if you're in an establishment, you're casually using the N-word, someone overhears you, they're upset about it. That's a completely different scenario. Dude has the right to say the N-word. If you're a black person and you don't like it, deal with it. It's a part of the law, bro. He can say what he wants. But it's a completely different scenario when you turn on a camera, you leave your house. Let's go to the blackest part of the neighborhood. Let's go to the blackest club. Let's wait until we see a group of black people. Let's go up and say the most provocative things to them. Let's try to upset them. If that's not working, let's take it a step further and let's try our best to try to provoke them. Myron doesn't mention any of that. None of that is important. And yes, I'm aware he's not Black American, and I just spoke about that in OS. The video isn't out yet. The video comes out later today about the 6ix9ine situation. Industry plants. Oh, I'm going to tell you all right now the 6 or 7 categories of how to spot an industry plant. Not just in the music industry, not just in Hollywood, but in content creation, because I just talked about Clavicular. Clavicular is allegedly being funded by Peter Thiel. You know, the same guy who funded J.D. Vance. These are the 6 or 7 categories of how you know that a person is most likely an industry plant. Number 1, they're not Black American or they're not born here. I'm not saying that only Black people cannot be industry plants. But what I'm saying is when you're in the music industry specifically and a lot of your music is targeted to the Black community, it's a lot easier to get a person to push destructive morals or destructive ways of living life, drug culture, prostitution culture, strip club culture, if they're not Black American, because they don't care about this community the way that we care about ourselves. It's a lot easier for them to do it. They are someone that they know have a criminal record and it's leveraged against them, kind of like blackmail. The person took an oath and they're a part of a certain organization that we just got finished speaking about. And we have good reason to believe that they're a part of a certain organization. They are being blackmailed with inappropriate behavior on film, like what's been alleged about P. Diddy, Justin Bieber, right? These stories that's come out about those people, Kevin Hart and French Montana, DJ Khaled and Rick Ross, Jay-Z, all these people, what we've heard about the Kanye West, what we've heard about these people. They're related to or they're connected to someone already a part of the industry. And it's also important to note earlier when I stated they are someone they know have a criminal record and it's leveraged against them, that means they're working closely along with the CIA or the FBI because this information is being leveraged against them. Hey, do what we say. We'll never push charges against you. Push this agenda. And they'll do it. Myron Gaines fits into two of these categories. He's not Black American. And Myron Gaines also used to work for the FBI. Another category is they have a history of either being a part of Hollywood, so they're been in a movie, a television show, and or they went to acting school. Drake, Tupac, a lot of these people fit into these categories, right? So that's how you know if people are most likely an industry plant. And Myron Gaines just so happens to fit two of those categories. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. Now we're going to go to Mr. Charleston White. Charleston White had a couple of things to say as well. And now I'm going to point out the double standards from the Black community. I'm going to do all of that in one video.
Fell in love with that white boy Chud. That white boy Chud that's going around macing niggas. Pick up my hat, nigga. What you looking at? You chimping out, nigga? I love Chud. I love Chud because you know what Chud is showing everybody? Black people are cowards. You can spit on them. You can call them niggers. They won't do nothing. But if another black person says, what's up? Yeah, nigga, what you looking at? They'll kill him. If another black person does the things that Chud is doing, white people can go back to mistreating black people. I swear to God. And black people ain't gonna do nothing but take it.
Now, people are going to have mixed feelings about Charleston White in general, and he's also going to have mixed feelings. They're also going to have mixed feelings about Charleston White's thoughts here. These are my thoughts. I think it's hard to generalize any group of people, but Charleston White is partially true here. If Chud the Builder was a black dude, he would have already been in the fight. Black folks are a lot quicker to fight other black people for disrespecting them than they are any other group of people. That's a fact. They're a lot more comfortable with it. They are a lot less, they feel that it's a lot less likely that they'll face consequences for it. That's the truth. He's telling the truth with this. I don't care who it comes from. Are they telling the truth? He's telling the truth, bro. I've been so-called black my whole life. Grew up around so-called black people my entire life. What he's saying is the truth. We are more likely to attack or harm another so-called black person than we are any other group of people, especially a white man. It's true. It's true. Now, I want to be clear about this. There are several so-called black people that will put their hands on Chud the Builder. And once again, I don't think you should put your hands on anybody simply because of words they use. Unless they threaten your life and you feel like they're going to do something to you. Then you defend yourself. But simply him calling you a slur, move on with your life. Don't lose your freedom over it. Don't lose your life over it. Don't lose your temper over it. Go on with your life. Live a great life. Who cares? Let that dude live in misery. Make him feel even worse by showing him that it won't work. Right?
Man, why really? Man, you know what's scary? They letting him walk around and stream it. Don't y'all walk around streaming and video recording us kicking each other ass? What's up, nigga? So what's wrong with Chud? What's wrong with Chud? I've never heard of it.
I'm glad she asked. Somebody said, what is so-called black? So-called black, I've been using that term for a few years now. First and foremost, I'm not black. My skin is clearly not black. I'm not a color, right? Like, I think so-called black Americans are the only group of people, for the most part, that I'm aware of that don't really know our lineage. We really don't know our history. We really don't know where we come from. Most other people have ties to their ancestry and their history. We are the one group of people that have a unique relation with our history that no other people have, right? So when I say so-called black, I don't like to identify with the color. So that's the only thing I mean by that. Like, one, I'm not black. My hair is black. So I think it's weird to call myself a color when I'm a human being. But also, from a historical perspective, people identify with their tribes. They identify with their ethnicity before they identify with the color. So that's all I mean by it.
I have, and I love him. I love a white man that'll look at one of you ass niggas and say, what the fuck are you staring at, you monkey nigger? And now you're a nigger. White man can't ever call me a nigger. We got one that's doing it, y'all. I haven't seen one crash out nigga. Now Nashville, and I'm talking to Nashville, Tennessee, because he's in Nashville doing this. I remember when I was in Nashville, I said something about Nashville, the city was on fire talking about what they gonna do to me. But boy, here we got a white boy that's openly saying nigger in a disrespectful manner, and that mace, my choice of weapon. I like guns too. I'm like that white boy too. I keep me a motherfucker. I keep me one. I keep me one too. I'm like that white boy too. I'm like that white boy too, but my choice of weapon is mace. I love mace. I love to see how that black skin turns orange when you mace a nigger. Hey, Chud, whatever you're doing, don't stop doing it, buddy. Because you is proving my point. I've always said black people is always tough with each other. But when you get you a cracker white boy that'll get in your face and say nigger and ain't scared of nigger, I've watched every last one of you niggas bow down. Now, kicking Chud's ass is a misdemeanor. If you pop Chud, he can't shoot you. He can't. Because he's a big guy. If you swing at Chud, he's going to mace you. If you go to jail for kicking Chud's ass, guess what? Maybe $1,000 bond. But guess how much money you'll get for kicking Chud's ass? I hadn't seen one nigger take a swing at Chud, but you'll swing at another nigger.
Now, let me say this. Again, I'm a very nuanced person. This is, I feel multiple ways about this. Again, I believe that he is telling the truth about how so-called black people, how we interact with each other compared to how we interact with other groups of people. We're a lot more comfortable to harm each other, unalive each other, quote unquote, defend each other or defend ourselves against one another as opposed to other groups of people. That's true. But let me also say this about Charleston White. Charleston White is, I wouldn't be surprised if he's also a Freemason. I don't think everybody's a Freemason. Let me be clear about that. But I have good reason to believe Charleston White is, for other reasons that we can get into in another time in another video that I've talked about over the years before in the past that I can reiterate another time. He is truly an agent of chaos. He says the most provocative things, and he'll tell you that he says the most provocative things just to get a reaction out of people, right? I'm going to say it again. I don't think, somebody said that he's a plant. I believe that. I totally believe that. I totally believe that Charleston White is a plant as well. He's an agent of chaos, just like Myron Gaines is. I just wish people understood, like, when I tell you it's not easy to just blow up and start doing things on the internet. I know people want to believe that. It's not. It's not, because you can blow up a video here and there when you're consistently getting high amounts of views and attention over an extended period of time. It's not normal. It's not normal. It don't matter how good the content is, because you got to understand something. The algorithm is the algorithm, which means that it's not always going to support you. People got to learn how to adjust to the algorithm. The algorithm don't adjust to the content creator. All right. So yes, I think Charleston White is an industry plant. I think he says a lot of truth, but I also think he says the most hateful, the most provocative things to generate views, division, conflict. And this is just another example. What he said about the black community is true, but like always, like agents of chaos, agents of division, they'll use the truth and they'll manipulate the truth to cause division. So what he's doing is he's using the truth about how black folks typically act between one another compared to how they act with other groups of people. That is true, but he's using that fact to then try to provoke a person to commit a crime. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. Right? So now let me go ahead and show you all the big news. So this guy, Chud the Builder, was actually on live stream and got exposed. So this lady pulls up in traffic. I'm going to show you all the video footage. This lady pulls up in traffic and she's like, hey, do you remember me? And he chooses to speak to her. He's like, yeah, I remember you. And he's talking to her and stuff. And what happens next is going to blow your mind.
I remember you, but you do look familiar. No, I'm Dalton. I've always been Dalton, but I am a Chud.
She said, hey, do you remember me? He says that you look familiar. I kind of do remember you. And she says, are you, I think it's Nate, whatever his name is. And he's like, yeah, I am, but I'm also a Chud. Watch what's about to happen.
I don't really remember you, but you do look familiar. No, I'm Dalton. I've always been Dalton, but I am a Chud.
Right, but you're not my Dalton. You used to come to my house.
Dalton,
Yeah.
not Nate, but Dalton. And she goes, you used to come to my house. Do you not remember?
Right, but you're not my Dalton. You used to come to my house. I fed you.
Yeah, you were cool. I don't remember you that much, but I do remember I know you. See, we got roots. Hey, you scared me a little bit when you came up like that.
You helped me when you were following Liver King. But before you were following Liver King, you used to sell me weed. I fed you before.
It's been a long time.
Okay.
But I healed your stomach by teaching you how to eat real food.
Yes. So that's
What was your name again?
I'm Lana, but that's
Lana.
fine. I'm confused. What happened?
Why he shake her hand like that? That's not how men typically shake other women's hands. And that's going to be very telling once you figure out who this person is that he's talking to. You're going to understand why he shook her hand the way men typically shake other men's hands.
It's been a long time.
Okay.
But I healed your stomach by teaching.
She said, I fed you before.
It's been a long time.
Okay.
But I healed your stomach by teaching you how to eat real food.
Yes. So that's
What was your name again?
I'm Lana, but that's
Lana.
fine. I'm confused. What happened to you? Because you're not racist. I know that. I fed you.
But so you believe in freedom of speech?
I do.
So I should be allowed to say right?
Right, but you
Then
also
that's the
have to
only point.
understand
That's it.
People don't have emotional intelligence. They can't.
Is that my fault?
But listen, you gotta be careful.
That dude is soulless, bro. He doesn't even care about what she's trying to connect with the dude. And she's saying, what happened to you, man? Like, I remember you, bro. We used to hang out and I used to feed you. And I know you. So I know you're not racist. You're not like this because we used to hang out and have a good time. What happened to you, bro? She's trying to connect with him as a human to human. He doesn't even care about that, completely disregards it and goes, yeah, so I should be able to say the N-word, right? Like, that's so petty. Yeah, you can say it. Who cares, though? He goes, okay, well, that's the only point. No, it's not the only point. That's not the only thing that you're doing. You're intentionally targeting innocent people that have nothing to do with your life, and you're trying to provoke them, antagonize them. And you completely just dismiss her.
Right?
Right, but you
Then
also
that's the
have to
only point.
understand
That's it.
People don't have emotional intelligence. They can't.
Is that my fault?
But listen, you gotta be careful.
Hold up, amigo.
So this is where things are about to get very strange because apparently this person, this woman, this whoever this person is, you're about to see why I'm saying that. Whatever he or she it identifies as, I believe this is a biological woman, though. This woman would later find out that they actually, I don't know why she thought otherwise. They were literally filming, like they're doing in real life streaming. She finds out that they post the conversation online and that Chud wasn't fully honest about how they truly knew each other. So she decided to take to the internet and actually expose him for who he really is, what the full nature of their relationship was truly about, and what she is truly known for doing, specifically to white men. And it's disgusting.
What's up, y'all? Lily Venus here, pretty bitch with a big. It's literally in my bio. I'm only bringing this up because Chud the Builder's cameraman put our conversation on Broadway on YouTube. Now millions of people know what I look like fresh off work. Great. But in the caption it said that black woman who used to smoke mid and get raw dogged by Chud the Builder. Well, he's not lying. I already told y'all we used to smoke. He used to sell me weed. And we did raw dog. A lot. Me, him, and my ex-wife. I am a professional pegger. It is no secret that I perform prostate massages, if you will, for men. I've been doing it for a very long time now. Most of my clientele is white men. We sign NDA agreements. I talk about me pegging all the time, but I never tell you names because discretion is key. Confidentiality is why my client list is so long. But Chud mentioned it first. I think that he said it the way he said it because the white supremacists were probably like, ew, you used to hang out with a black girl, shame on you.
She massages oh my gosh. Y'all don't understand as a man. All the women in the chat, you don't understand as a man, as being that it's not our nature to want anything going inside. To hear that is, it makes me clench up. Like I'm just clenched up the whole time. If you catch what I'm saying, like my whole body from my bottom up, I'm just like clenched. Like, bro, you do what to who? Why would you do that, bro? Like, and then you smoke with him. Oh, and then you smoke with him. Oh, oh my God. Bro, let me run that back. She says, pretty chick with a DICK. That's what she said, y'all. And this is him in a dress. This is Chud the Builder in a dress.
And put our conversation on Broadway on YouTube. Now millions of people know what I look like fresh off work. Great. But in the caption it said that black woman who used to smoke mid and get raw dogged by Chud the Builder. Well, he's not lying. I already told y'all we used to smoke. He used to sell me weed. And we did raw dog. A lot. Me, him, and my ex-wife. I am a professional pegger. It is no secret that I perform prostate massages, if you will, for men. I've been doing it for a very long time now. Most of my clientele is white men. We sign NDA agreements. I talk about me pegging all the time, but I never tell you names because discretion is key. Confidentiality is why my client list is so long. But Chud mentioned it first. I think that he said it the way he said it because the white supremacists were probably like, ew, you used to hang out with a black girl, shame on you. So you had to make it sound good. But see, here's the thing. I'm an egregore too. Lily Venus, hi. Hail the great mother. So I am all about enlightenment, controversy, occultism, witchcraft, and of course, love. So me talking about this is what my brand is about. Let's expose it, bro.
Do we need to go any further? This person has, which I respect, has admitted herself that she is a witch. She is into occultism. She is into witchcraft. She is into controversy. Well, would you look at that? Surprise, surprise. That's right in alignment with this guy. He's into controversy because it stirs and it conjures up certain things for them. Agents of chaos, provocateurs. That is not a coincidence. Now we see what's going on here. But it's about to get worse. Wait until you all see what she's about to show you. Wait till she see you. When she says she's a professional pegger, she's about to show you what she was pegging him with.
So yes, pretty with a big. I have not Dalton since like 2015.
Dog, what the world? Dog, did y'all see that?
Let's expose it, bro. So yes, pretty with a big.
Bro, do y'all see that?
I have not Dalton since like 2015. He was a little chubbier then. His cheeks used to clap in such like the cutest way. Now Chud, he doesn't even have a little chubby butt no more, so I probably wouldn't him again. But I'm wondering, did you bring that up because you want to spin the block? Now, when I first fucked him, he was a virgin, and I'm having a hunch that he probably hasn't been since me and my ex-wife. We can start small, buddy. I got you, but you don't have to.
Bruh. I have so much stuff to say that I'm not gonna say. Bro, what? Bro, what in the world am I listening to?
Cap. Like, if you're gonna say that, we say the whole truth, okay? Now, with that being said, why do I peg? Because it's a hustle and it helps me get through college. I'm still in college, but now I don't have a choice. I will forever be a top because I had a surgery 3 years ago. The doctor up and chopped my coochie off. You don't believe me? The link is in the bio. I have been this way my whole life. My ex-girlfriends can vouch for me. I am a top. I men and I women with my is bisexual.
I mean, I think y'all are adults. I've already edited this video. I've edited out all the F-U-C-K words. So she just said the F-U-C-K word about 4 times. Who she's effing, when she's effing. This is real. Those of you saying, yes, this is a trans. She says that she has a top. She's a top. And if you go to her Instagram account, all of this, I believe her. I wouldn't be sharing this if I didn't believe this person. I think she's telling the truth. This is the person that was just on stream with him. He admitted to knowing her. He admitted that they hung out. He admitted that it's been a while. If you look at this picture of him in this dress, if it's not AI, this is a much younger version of him. She said he used to be a little bit chubby. Well, he's a little bit chubbier in this photo. So not only is he making content, which proves he's a grifter, he's not only making content from, trying to rage bait and antagonize black folks with racial slurs, but it turns out that he's actually not racist and he's doing this for content. Because as she remembers, she's like, you weren't like this, bro. But she didn't put his business out on the street in there in person because she says that they signed an NDA. But once she got home and she saw that they posted the interaction on the internet and he was sort of alluding to it, but wouldn't come all the way out with it, she says that she wanted to come on out and expose him. Yes, I peeped her shirt. I do see the Baphomet. That's what she just addressed. She says that she's a witch. She addresses that she's a witch. She's about controversy. She's into occultism. She's admitted all of that, and I believe her. I was already believing that anyways. Women that choose to behave and conduct in this behavior, that's ritualistic. What man wants his behind played with, bro? Like what? No, bro. I'm old school. I don't even want to be with 2 women at the same time. Like that's just not my style, bro. I'm good. Never wanted it. I'm good.
You don't have to cap. Like, if you're gonna say that, we say the whole truth, okay? Now, with that being said, why do I peg? Because it's a hustle and it helps me get through college. I'm still in college, but now I don't have a choice. I will forever be a top because I had a surgery 3 years ago. The doctor up and chopped my coochie off. You don't believe me? The link is in the bio. I have been this way my whole life. My ex-girlfriends can vouch for me. I am a top. I men and I women with my is bisexual. The is gay. And that's just that on that. I don't know what else y'all want me to say. So I'm not going to give this any more attention. Today is Sunday. Happy Mother's Day. I'm not bringing this into next week. Stop asking me where can you find Chud. He's on Broadway. The same way I found him, you can go find him too. Bye.
Pegging for college is crazy. Somebody said she's really on demon time, bro. Bro, I don't know what to say. I mean, the guy's been arrested like twice now for walking out on like a $400 tab in a diner. He was live streaming in a restaurant. They realized who he was and that he was using racial slurs on his live stream, which once again is his freedom of speech to say the word. But they didn't want him in their establishment because of the attention that he was bringing in and the negative press that he would bring along with him. So they told him to get out. He chose to get out, and he chose not to pay his bill, which is against the law. It's theft. You just stole food from a restaurant. That is truly what I would call chimping out, right? At the end of the day, Chud just chimped out, and he actually got arrested for it. That just disgusted me, bro, but I had to show that to y'all, bro. I'm speechless. Like, bro, like, I'm just, matter of fact, like the smell that I feel like I can smell what that would be like. Oh my gosh, that helps so much. This is Joy Sugared Snickerdoodle. I purposely had this for like 3-4 years now. It's halfway gone, and I won't use the rest of it because I want to order another one first. I got this in graduate school. This helps because the moment I stop smelling this, I start smelling some funky smell. That helps. That helps. But it makes sense. A dude that's going out of his way every day to antagonize one group of people because they upset you. I mean, like when they did nothing to you, like, what's your angle here? Like, if you're really just trying to prove that there are other ways to prove it, why antagonize random people that haven't bothered you, man? You don't know what people are going through in their life. Why try to upset someone? Yeah, sure, you're free to say the word. They shouldn't get upset at a word. But if they do, why continue to antagonize them? Like, what do innocent people do to you? You know, like, and I don't mean to say innocent like he's attacking them. I just mean like somebody could have just lost their granddad and they're just having a really bad day and they're trying to find some pick-me-up, you know? And they come across you. They don't say anything to you. They're on their way to like maybe get some drinks with a friend, or they're going over to a buddy's house to play the video game, and they come across you and you decide to just call them the N-word randomly just to upset them, just to antagonize them. Like, why do that as a human, bro? Like, it's not about if you're allowed to say it or not. I'm saying you're trying to upset people, what they do to you, bro. What they do to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. I'm gonna say a content creator's name only because I don't appreciate how he's covered it. There's a guy by the name of Poetic Flacco. And Poetic Flacco has covered this extensively. And he's right that Chud the Builder is a provocateur. He's an agent of chaos, all those things. But he takes the position of he's trying to provoke black people, and he keeps calling us the N-word, and he's just stopping. Nah, bro. He's allowed to say the word. We're allowed to say the word. He's allowed to say the word. Whoa. What? Say it ain't so. Is Poetic Flacco not black for real? Are you serious about that? Don't be saying that just to say. I'm going to look it up now. No freaking way. Poetic Flacco, American. He says, I see here he grew up in North Dakota. I see that he grew up in North Dakota. Somebody say he's African. No freaking way. He's not from here. No freaking way. No way. It would make sense. According to Corey. Who's Corey? Are y'all serious? He's not black. He's not so-called Black American. They not like us. They not like us. Somebody say he's obviously not American. I want to hear your reasoning for saying he's obviously not American. Are you saying because of the way he looks or his views? Y'all might not agree with me. I'm saying that I don't like his opinion because he victimizes us on a whole nother level. Like, he just makes it's like he's virtue signaling to the black community. I didn't know he wasn't so-called black American though. He's West. Stop it. He said it one time on his video. I didn't know that. Somebody said, I'm not American. You're going to hold it against me. Nah, it's not about being American and not being American. Somebody said his face, his accent, everything. Dang, I did not know that, man. Oh, I knew him since he got here. He's an immigrant who grew up among us, Didi. I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. People tell me I look African all the time, which I don't doubt that. I don't mind looking African at all. But I'm definitely American. Like, I've been here my entire life. My family been here my entire life. My grandparents been here my entire life, or their entire life, and my great grandparents grew up here. Somebody said he's built like an African woman. y'all getting disrespectful. We're not trying to be respectful, man. I mean, we're not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying, like, I don't like how he covers it. He covers it. He actually takes up for us, is what I'm saying. But he panders too much to us. Like, I don't like it. Like, don't be pretending like the dude not allowed to say the word. He's allowed to say the word, bro. Yeah, do we like that he goes out his way to antagonize people? No, but the dude has the right to say it. Who are you to say that he can't say a word? He can say that word, bro. Somebody said I don't look African. Oh, that's the first time. I ain't gonna say it's the first time. Most people say I look African, I have African features. Somebody said you ain't African. Just kidding. That's funny. Oh, somebody just not seeing that peg video. Good luck. But y'all won't say cracker or hunky. Yeah, black people say it all the time. And I think it's just as I think whatever you perceive a white person saying the N-word, I think it's the same thing for white people saying, black people saying cracker or hunky, because it has the same intentions. Do the word cracker and hunky have the same history as the N-word? No, of course not. But people forget this. White people came up with the N-word, right? Which is a derogatory term. It's meant to be disrespectful. But it doesn't change the fact that legally people are allowed to say the word, bro. Somebody said Flacco is from Liberia. There's a petition to have him deported. Oh, shoot. For real? A petition. Why y'all signing the petition? Dang, I did not know that. I wonder if he's a plant. I don't call everybody a plant. It's certain things I wonder about certain creators that's always trending the most. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. Okay, that gives you something to think about. Dang, that's crazy. Chud's speech is not protected by the Fifth Amendment because he's inciting violence. I agree with that part. The part where he's inciting violence, 100%. He walks around with mace and a gun in his pocket looking for a fight. That's 100% true. 100% true. So when people like Byron Gaines pretend like they don't know that part of the law, or pretend that they haven't noticed that, it's not like an innocent person sitting around, walking around with his buddies, using the N-word. Some random person who's black hears them saying it and they're upset and they start picking on Chud for using the word when he has a freedom of speech to use the word. That's not the scenario. That's not the predicament here. The predicament is he's turned on the camera, left this house with mace and guns, and I believe he even carried knives, walking around looking for people to call the word and threatening to do things to them if they don't like it, if they walk up on him too close. Nah, brother, you are inciting, you are initiating the conflict. I just read y'all the code, the penal code. The Unleavened Truth, thank you for the $20 super chat. Just did a video on us being called black, so-called black, quote unquote black. It's not just us Americans. They label all of us Afro-American, Brazilian, Turk, Cuban, etc., because they're suppressing our connection to the 12 tribes, Deuteronomy 28. I believe that there's truth in that. Yeah, I agree with that. There's multiple reasons why I don't use the term black. I think it's such a blanket term because, like y'all were just arguing, would y'all call somebody from Africa black? They don't call themselves black. That term isn't used over there. So why am I black? I don't like the term Black American. It's weird to me. You're gonna label me a color? What about my family history, right? What about my upbringing? What about, like that? It doesn't, the color black is such a vague term. Didi is so over this. Now that's a fact. Thank you for the $2. Didi, your face when she pulled that out still has me in stitches. Bro, I promise you. Thank you for the $2. That's a crazy thing to be exposed for. Crazy. Somebody said not the candle. I'm gonna pull it out again. Hold on. Because she just mentioned it. Oh, bro, like just smelling it like changes my whole demeanor. Like if everything's going terrible in life, you just smell this candle and it's like, you know what? Things are going to be all right. At the end of the day, I'm not Chud the Builder and I'm not in a room stuck with that woman, man, thing, transgender, whatever she was. I'm not with them. So I'm all right. Things could be worse. Things could be more painful. Life could be more painful. That's crazy. Jazzy, thank you for the Jazzy Pebbles. I like that name. Thank you for the $10. You really don't know how much I needed to laugh. And I love how you covered this topic. You did it with grace, but levity. LOL. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks, Didi. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for noticing. Yeah, I wanted to cover this guy. But as y'all can see, as many people didn't tune in for this video because it wasn't about Charlie Kirk. It wasn't about Donald Trump. It wasn't about Erika Kirk. And that's what I'm trying to work my way out of. I've created this audience. I'm appreciative for the audience, but I've created this audience that is not coming here for the content in itself. They're coming here for the investigation. That's just the nature of being a YouTuber. I'm not upset with the support at certain times and not certain times, but I'm trying to pick up an audience who wants to come here for my older content and my newer content as well, right? A plethora of different topics, not just Charlie Kirk. Right, my identity is far removed from that. I don't just investigate that. It's other things that are important that I want to cover, like what social media is doing to society, right? How social media and content creation, especially IRL, is being used against us, used by us against us, right? We're living in a completely different time now. Gina, thank you for the $50 super chat. Just woke up here in the West. I'll watch later. You said I always rock with you. I do. And here's today's contribution. I got the long sleeve. My pronouns are, that's fat. Hey, that's dope. You know what's crazy? I can't find mine. Somebody commented on my video. I saw it this morning. They said, I'm a conspiracy theorist. My pronouns are, I told you so. And I was like, where is my shirt? I mean, that reminded me, I can't find it. I'm gonna have to look around my studio here and see if I can find it, but I can't find it. Yeah, I remember I asked you yesterday. Yeah, I remember. As an old white boomer, I love and support you always. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Boomers aren't old, remember? Thank you, Gina. I appreciate it. Big time, as always. All right, y'all. So there's today's video, man. Y'all see, I really needed this laugh. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to sprinkle in some different videos. I got a video coming out later covering this artist that just exposed some things about hip-hop and how industry plants are a real thing, and the categories of industry plants that exist that I went over early in today's live. I will actually be quote unquote debuting those categories in the video later today. I just so happen had to a reason to mention them in today's live as well. So stay tuned for that. If you like hip-hop videos of me exposing certain things about rituals and artists and industry plants, that things that take place in the music industry and how music has been used against the masses, not just the so-called Black community. If you're interested in that, hop in the comment section and let me know. Stay tuned for that. Gina, hop back on here. Gina, did you get to watch the video? Found you do the Charlie Kirk with Brian, but I watched all old videos. Dang, for all? And that killed me here. Happy to see you are doing other content. Don't forget the promise you made me yesterday, COVID series. Now I got you. It's gonna be strictly Patreon, but I'm definitely gonna do the Kobe series. I promise you. I got you. In the next week or two, I got you. Keep reminding me, and don't always feel the need to send your money to remind me, but always remind me just in case I forget here in the next week or two to start on it. I got you. I promise you. So, all right, y'all. I'm gonna hop up out of here. I appreciate y'all support as always. Hit the like button. That helps a lot. And I'm going to catch you all in the next one. All right. Peace.
Oh, yeah. Didi got a pie.
Attitudes and our work ethic become very important in realizing our goals and opening up possibilities. I had lunch a couple of weeks ago with a recent graduate at UCA. And his story, is really fascinating. It's one of overcoming homelessness during his time pursuing his degree, first at a community college here in Arkansas, and then finishing his bachelor's degree here at UCA. His narrative ranges from estrangement from family for many years to a hopeful reunion with mother and siblings. His record is one of overcoming odds in a way that I probably could not, and certainly demonstrating levels of tenacity and patience and optimism that I can only marvel at. He wanted to talk with me about his new job and his career path going forward. I really need to be there to learn from him because that's where the real value was.
Everything I say in this video is alleged. Allegedly.
No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Y'all can just repeat after me. I really appreciate it. Alright? No such thing. Come on, we can do better than that. Talk to me. Now let's start it over. No such thing as a life that's better than yours.
You're worse than the rich white people who are, or the rich white Jews that own these record labels, because they don't even understand these populations. You have a lot closer relationship to these people, and you're leading them to hellfire. You are leading them in the wrong direction in the name of getting rich and famous. How dare you?
Oh, yeah. Didi got a podcast.